All right, so today we are diving deep into the world of the Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Ooh, exciting.
You know, you're thinking about maybe getting a dog and you're like, is this the one for me?
Yeah.
And so we're going to unpack.
Unpack it all.
We got videos, we got articles, we even found some things from Poland that
Yeah.
we had to have, translated to really get a sense of what is this breed all about? And
Yeah.
buckle up.
Buckle up.
Because we're going to talk about lions.
Yes.
But it's not just a
That's so much more than that.
lion hunting, right?
Yeah. It all starts in southern Africa where this breed was developed. And they were originally bred to thrive in those harsh environments.
Yeah.
And they had to be able to do it all, hunting big game,
Yeah.
guarding homesteads, and even, facing those famous lions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They had to be tough.
Yeah.
So we watched a bunch of videos from owners, and I was really struck by how much they emphasized the loyalty of this breed
Oh, yeah.
and the intelligence. But
I did notice the word.
there was one word,
Stubborn.
that kept popping up
It kept coming up.
a lot.
Yes.
And you know what? That's where that fascinating mix of breeds and their ancestry comes in, right?
Okay.
Rhodesian Ridgeback has bloodlines tracing back to Hottentot hunting dogs,
Yeah.
mastiffs, greyhounds, Great Danes.
Wow, that's a lot.
So you're getting that blend.
It's like a mixtape of dogs.
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
It's a mixtape of awesome dogs
Okay.
that created a dog capable of endurance
Yeah.
tracking, but also brought in, a little bit of that independent streak.
Okay, so they're athletic like a greyhound. They're strong like a mastiff. And they've got the brains to, put it all together.
Yes.
I'm sensing a butt.
You got it.
Okay.
They need an owner who can keep up.
Uh-huh.
A Rhodesian Ridgeback is not a dog for a first-time owner.
Okay.
They need somebody experienced who can provide, consistent training.
Right. They
Specialization.
need, a partner.
It's like a partner,
Not just, a...
not just a pet.
Yeah.
It's somebody who's going to,
Work with them.
collaborate.
Yeah. I was watching this one YouTube video.
Yeah.
And the owner was describing their, training approach as, problem solving together.
Okay.
Because the Ridgeback initially resisted crate training.
Yeah.
But, they eventually figured out a way to make it a positive experience by understanding the dog's perspective.
You had to, meet in the middle.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
okay, let's, look at this from your point of view, dog.
Yeah.
And that's the key.
Yeah.
It's working with their intelligence, not against it.
Totally.
You can't, force them into something.
Right?
You have to, be smart about it, too.
Uh-huh.
They thrive on, mental stimulation.
Yeah.
And these, problem-solving instincts make them actually well-suited to activities like lure coursing.
So it's basically a simulated rabbit hunt.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's giving them that outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That taps into their history,
Yeah. Okay.
but in a safe, controlled way.
Okay, well, speaking of athleticism, how do you go from a dog that's bred to chase lions
I know, right?
to apartment living?
So here's the thing. They're surprisingly adaptable
Okay.
as long as they get sufficient exercise.
So we're not talking about a quick walk around the block.
No, we're talking at least an hour of off-leash running
Whoa.
or biking every single day.
Wow. Okay, so they need to get those zoomies out.
They need to run.
Okay.
They need to move.
All right.
And you remember that owner who was talking about lure coursing?
Yeah.
That sounded like the perfect way to tap into that prey drive but keep things safe and controlled.
Right.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
They're not going to be bouncing off the walls after all that. Because remember all those sources that describe them as couch potatoes?
Yeah.
That's the other side of them.
So they go hard and then they crash.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
It's they know how to switch gears between athlete mode and snuggle buddy mode
Wow.
effortlessly.
That is a good combination.
It's the best of both worlds.
Okay, so intelligent, loyal, athletic,
Yes.
cuddle monster.
Uh-huh.
But what about the ridge?
The ridge.
Is it just a look?
It's so much more than a look.
Okay.
That ridge is formed by hair growing in the opposite direction.
What?
Yeah, it's like a genetic.
Oh.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
And I even read about this myth
Tell me a myth.
that it's a lion's paw print,
No way.
which is not true,
Okay.
of course,
Yeah.
but it's a fun little tidbit.
Right. It's a good story.
Yeah.
Okay, so, if the hair is literally going in the opposite direction, does that, impact how other dogs
See them.
see them. Yeah.
That's actually something that some experts believe.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, the raised ridge could be, like, misinterpreted by other dogs
Okay.
and could lead to, like, misunderstandings.
So like a don't mess with me vibe that not all dogs get.
Exactly. Like, they might not be picking up what the ridge is putting down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm friendly,
Right.
but the ridge is.
But the ridge is like, whoa, back up.
Back up.
Okay. But even with like a tough image, I mean, they still need to be
Socialized.
That's right.
Absolutely, especially considering their history and instincts.
Right.
You've got to expose them to all sorts of people, animals, environments.
Yeah.
From, like, puppyhood onwards.
So like puppy classes.
Puppy classes, trips to the park.
Yeah.
It's like building their confidence
Okay.
and helping them navigate the world without feeling, like, threatened or defensive.
Okay, so you're not just taking them to the park. You're like,
You're taking them everywhere.
Right.
Dog-friendly stores, friends and family coming over.
okay, it's like a lifestyle.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a socialization lifestyle.
Okay, so we've talked about like personality, but what about like day-to-day
Yeah.
care for a Rhodesian Ridgeback?
The nitty-gritty.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty.
Okay, so they're big.
Yeah,
You'd think a lot of work, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
But you might be surprised to hear
Okay.
that they're pretty low maintenance when it comes to grooming.
Really?
Yeah. Short coat,
Okay.
minimal shedding.
Really?
They don't drool much.
Oh, clean freaks, this is your dog.
This is your dog. If you're like, I don't want to be covered in dog hair,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be slipping on drool.
Yeah.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
That's your dog.
That's the one.
Okay, but there's still like the basics, right?
Of course.
You got to bathe them, you got to brush them.
Regular brushing keeps their coat healthy.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, they need a bath now and
Right.
then. I was reading this one article, and it was so detailed about, like, their grooming needs.
Oh, wow.
And it even talked about, like, checking their ears and teeth
Right.
regularly, which you should do with any dog. But,
Yeah.
you know, just like a reminder,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of the whole package.
So we've talked about exercise, we've talked about cuddles.
Yeah.
But what about like the in-between moments?
Yeah.
Do they get into mischief?
You know, they actually have a reputation for being pretty calm indoors.
Okay.
Remember those sources?
Uh-huh.
Couch potato?
Yeah, the couch potato?
They really are, like, after a good workout, they're, like, content to chill.
Okay, so not a high-maintenance breed.
I mean, they like being around their people,
Yeah.
but they're also capable of entertaining themselves.
Okay.
One owner even mentioned finding their Ridgeback,
Yeah.
snoozing under the covers.
Oh, no. I know, right?
Not the lion hunter.
Not the fearsome lion hunter.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's the duality again.
It's
Strong and capable,
Yeah.
sweet and adaptable.
It's like the whole package.
Package, yeah.
Whole package.
But, you know, speaking of the whole hunting background,
Yeah.
those Polish sources,
Yes.
they had some, like, interesting stuff about how they are with other animals.
So they were like highlighting that despite their history,
Oh,
they generally have a high tolerance for other animals, even cats.
Holy.
Yeah, it's like they understand pack dynamics
Okay.
and can coexist peacefully with other creatures when properly socialized.
So it's not, like, suppressing the instinct,
No, it's channeling it.
channeling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about context.
Yeah.
They were bred to work in packs, and that instinct carries over.
Gotcha.
So it's not surprising that they can form strong bonds with other animals in the house.
Okay, well, speaking of those instincts,
Yeah.
their energy levels.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about exercise, but what are some other ways?
To keep them entertained.
Because we are dealing with lion tracking dogs. Mental workouts.
Okay.
I got to use their brains
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
as much as their bodies.
Okay.
Things like puzzle toys.
Yeah.
They challenge them,
Make them think.
make them think.
Yeah.
It's like a workout for their brain.
Okay. And training plays a role in that, right?
Oh, huge.
Whoa.
Training sessions, whether it's basic commands or more advanced stuff, they're fantastic for
Yeah.
mental stimulation.
But they can be stubborn.
Ah, yes, the stubborn streak.
So how do you train a dog that was literally bred to think for itself?
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
That independence,
Yeah,
it's part of what makes them unique,
totally.
but it also means they need a trainer who understands how to work with their intelligence.
Not against it.
Not against it, yeah.
So no drill sergeant.
No.
Okay.
Patience,
Yeah.
consistency are key.
Uh-huh.
They respond best to positive reinforcement,
Okay.
where good behavior is rewarded. And I was watching this YouTube video,
Okay.
and the owner was incorporating the Ridgeback's natural instincts into the training,
Okay.
turning it into a game rather than a chore.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, you got to get creative.
Yeah.
Because they're problem solvers
Right.
by nature, so turning training into a puzzle they can solve keeps them engaged.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, we've talked about, like, mental and physical care, but we haven't really talked about health.
Yeah.
Are there any concerns that potential owners should be aware of?
Like all purebred dogs,
Right.
they can be predisposed to certain health issues.
Okay.
One that came up a lot in our research was hip dysplasia,
Hip dysplasia.
which is like where the hip joint doesn't develop properly.
Right.
And that can lead to problems later in life.
That's serious.
It is serious.
Is there anything you can do?
Responsible breeders screen their dogs
Okay.
for hip dysplasia and other genetic conditions.
So you got to find a good breeder.
Reputable breeder is essential.
Okay.
And regular vet checkups,
Yeah.
along with like maintaining a healthy weight,
Right.
can help manage any potential issues.
So being mindful of what they eat.
Yes.
And how much they exercise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of diet,
Huh?
one source was like really emphasizing high quality food tailored to their age and activity level.
So no table scraps.
Well, I mean, occasional treats.
Yeah.
But for the most part, nutritious dog food.
Okay. Got to keep them healthy.
Formulated for their needs.
Yeah. All right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot.
Yeah.
History, personality training.
Food.
But one thing keeps coming back to me.
What's that?
Those noses.
The noses.
Those incredible noses.
Incredible.
We talk about them hunting.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's so much more.
So much more.
There's potential there.
You're right. It's like we're underutilizing this amazing ability.
What could they do?
I mean, search and rescue, detection work, maybe even therapy work.
With those noses?
With those noses.
Wow.
It's like we've only scratched the surface of what they're capable of.
Okay. So that brings us to the big question. Who is this breed actually for? Yeah, let's paint a picture of, like, the ideal Rhodesian Ridgeback owner.
All right, paint with me.
This isn't just anyone's dog, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
But they come with, like, a unique set of needs and characteristics that require a specific type of owner.
So what's number one?
Experience.
Not a first-time dog owner dog?
Not really.
Okay.
You got to be able to handle that intelligence and that independent nature.
Right.
They need somebody who understands canine behavior.
Okay.
And can handle, like, a dog with a strong personality.
Yeah.
Like a partnership built on mutual respect and understanding.
It's not just obedience.
No, it's like more than that.
Yeah.
It's like we're in this together.
Okay, so, I mean, experience, check. What else should a potential Ridgeback owner be prepared for?
Oh, well, we've talked about the physical and mental stimulation.
Yeah.
It's a big time commitment.
Okay.
Daily exercise is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable?
And like mental stimulation through training, games.
So if you're, like, busy all the time?
Yeah, if you're always on the go.
This is not your breed.
This might not be the right fit.
Yeah. Okay, so not a backyard dog.
No. They crave interaction.
They want to be with you.
They want to be part of the family. It's not just about, like, food, water, shelter.
It's about understanding them.
You got to understand their personality.
Right.
And make them feel like a valued member of the family.
Like a true member.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very intelligent
Yeah.
and sensitive dogs.
Okay.
And they need to feel loved, secure, and most importantly, like they have a purpose.
Yeah.
Which, you know, brings us to
Okay.
activities that tap into their natural instincts.
Like a job.
Yeah. Like training for a specific job.
Yep.
Participating in dog sports.
Right.
And we talked about those noses.
Yeah.
Imagine them training for search and rescue.
Okay.
Detection work.
Wow.
They were bred to work, to use their minds and bodies.
Right.
And giving them opportunities to do that will make them truly happy.
That's so great.
It is.
And it's like we've only just begun to realize their full potential.
I know, right?
Before we get too carried away with all the excitement,
possibilities,
let's come back to the heart of it all.
Yeah.
What truly makes a Rhodesian Ridgeback happy?
Okay, so yes, we've talked about their physical needs.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about their training. We've talked about the amazing noses.
Yeah.
But what about, like, their emotional well-being?
Right. What does a happy Rhodesian Ridgeback look like?
Okay, so it's about more than just the basics.
Okay.
These aren't dogs you can just, like, feed and walk
Right.
and call it a day.
Yeah.
They crave connection. They crave a sense of belonging within the family.
They want to be part of the pack.
Yes, remember, they were bred to work in partnership with humans, so they thrive when they have a role to play,
Yeah.
a purpose beyond just being a pet.
So understanding their history, respecting their intelligence, and like creating a life that honors those instincts.
Yes, it's all about that.
I'm seeing why they need such a special owner.
It's a special dog for a special owner.
It's like a match made in...
Match made in dog heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about seeing them as individuals,
Yeah.
not just representatives of a breed.
Totally.
Each Rhodesian Ridgeback has their own quirks
Hmm.
and personality, and a truly dedicated owner will appreciate that.
They'll appreciate those nuances.
Yes, like it's a privilege to share your life with a creature like this.
Yeah.
A creature whose lineage carries the echoes of Southern Africa's history.
Whoa. That's deep.
It is.
All right, so we've talked about how they were developed in Southern Africa, but I'm curious about how, like, that environment, that historical context, like, shaped the breed we know today.
Oh, that's where it gets really
Yeah,
fascinating.
let's go.
So their history is intertwined with European colonialism, African traditions, and like the very real challenges of survival
Oh, wow.
in a harsh landscape.
Right?
They were shaped by the need to be strong and adaptable,
Yeah.
capable of hunting dangerous game,
Uh-huh.
while also being loyal companions.
So it's not just, like, the physical traits.
No, it's like their essence.
That's deeper than that.
Yeah, it's like their history is woven into their being.
That is so cool.
It is.
Okay.
And that's what makes them so compelling.
Yeah.
They're like a living testament to the power of selective breeding,
Oh, wow.
a blend of European and African influences.
Okay.
And that blend is evident in their temperament, their intelligence, their loyalty.
You see it all come together.
It all comes together.
It makes you appreciate them on, like, a whole new level.
It does.
Right.
It really does.
It's like you're looking at a work of art.
Yeah, and you're like understanding the history behind it.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
technique, the artist's vision.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's also about, like, looking ahead, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The future of the Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Yeah.
Like any breed, depends on the choices we make today.
Okay.
Responsible breeding,
Yeah.
ethical training practices,
Mm.
a deep understanding of their needs.
It's like we're caretakers of a legacy
We are.
and making sure this incredible breed thrives.
I like that. Caretakers of a legacy.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
And who knows what the future holds?
I know.
I mean, we've talked about the potential with, like, their noses, their problem solving.
Maybe the Rhodesian Ridgeback of the future will be like a renowned search and rescue dog
Okay.
or like a highly skilled therapy animal.
Wow, that's cool.
The possibilities are exciting.
It is exciting.
It is.
All right, well, as we're, like, wrapping up this first part of our deep dive,
Yes.
I'm, like, filled with a sense of wonder
Me too.
at all that we've learned
Yeah.
about this remarkable breed.
They are remarkable.
They're strong,
They are.
they're intelligent,
Uh-huh.
loyal,
Yes.
even a little stubborn.
A little bit.
But that's part of what makes them special.
It is. It's part of their charm. You gotta love it.
You gotta love it, yeah.
I gotta love it.
So, to anyone listening who's like, okay, I think I want a Rhodesian Ridgeback,
Yeah.
do your research.
Do your real
Understand their needs.
Absolutely.
And be prepared for a wild ride.
a wild, wonderful ride.
A wild, wonderful ride, yeah.
And to those who are like, just like, I'm captivated.
I love these dogs.
I love these dogs. Keep learning, keep appreciating,
Yeah.
and keep celebrating the unique beauty
Yes.
of the Rhodesian Ridgeback.
We've only scratched the surface,
We have
but hopefully this has given you a glimpse.
a glimpse into their world
Yeah.
and a newfound appreciation.
For these majestic dogs.
They are majestic.
They are.
So majestic.
Until next time,
Keep exploring.
keep exploring.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it too. So we were talking about what truly makes a Rhodesian Ridgeback happy.
Yeah, like beyond just like food and walks.
Right, because it's more than that.
It's gotta be.
It is.
Oh,
It goes
mhm.
beyond just the basics with these guys.
Okay.
You can't just like feed them and walk them and be like, all right, I'm done.
Right.
They crave connection,
Yeah.
a sense of belonging within the family.
So like they're not just a dog.
No,
They're like part of the crew.
they're part of the pack.
Yeah.
And remember, like, they were bred to work in partnership with humans.
Right.
So they thrive when they have a role to play, a
Okay.
purpose,
Beyond just like being cute and cuddly.
beyond just being a pet. It's
Yeah.
like they need a job.
Okay, so understanding their history, respecting their intelligence, and like creating a life that honors those instincts.
That's it.
I'm starting to see why they need such a special owner.
It's a special dog.
It is.
For a special owner.
Okay.
It's like a
match made in...
match made in dog heaven.
Yeah, all right.
It's about seeing them as individuals.
Okay.
Not just like representatives of a breed.
Right, like they're not just a cookie cutter.
No, every Rhodesian Ridgeback
They're all unique.
has their own like quirks and personality.
Yeah.
And a truly dedicated owner will like appreciate that.
They'll see those little things.
They'll see the nuances.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a privilege
It is.
to share your life with a creature like this.
Yeah.
A creature whose lineage carries the echoes of Southern Africa's history.
Wow.
Right.
That's deep.
It is deep, but it's true.
Okay, so we've talked about like how they were developed in Southern Africa, but how did that like environment, that historical context, like shape the breed we know today?
Oh, that's where it gets really fascinating.
Okay, take me there.
Their history is intertwined with European colonialism, African traditions,
Wow.
and like the very real challenges of survival in a harsh landscape.
They had to be tough.
They had to be tough.
Yeah.
They were shaped by the need to be strong and adaptable,
Okay.
capable of hunting dangerous game,
Uh-huh.
while also being loyal companions.
Okay, so those aren't just physical traits. It's like, it's deeper.
It's deeper. It's like their history is woven into their being.
That's amazing.
It is.
Okay.
And that's what makes them so compelling.
Yeah.
They're like a living testament to the power of selective breeding.
A blend of
European and African influences.
Oh, wow.
And you see it all come together.
You see it.
And their temperament, their intelligence, their loyalty.
It's amazing.
It is.
It makes you appreciate them on a whole new level.
A whole other level.
Right. It's like you're looking at a work of art.
Yes.
And you're like, I understand the history behind
the
it.
technique, the vision.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
But we also have to think about like the future, right?
Yes, we do. Because the future of the Rhodesian Ridgeback,
Yeah.
like any breed, depends on the choices we make today.
Okay.
Like responsible breeding, ethical training practices,
yeah.
a deep understanding of their needs.
It's like we're caretakers of a legacy.
We are caretakers of a legacy.
Making sure this incredible breed thrives.
That's a great way to put it.
And who knows what the future holds.
I know, right.
We've talked about the potential, like their noses, problem-solving skills.
Maybe the Rhodesian Ridgeback of the future will be like a world-renowned search and rescue dog.
Oh, wow.
Or a highly skilled therapy animal.
That's amazing.
I know.
The possibilities are endless.
They are exciting.
Okay, so as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I feel like I have a new appreciation for this breed.
I do too.
They're strong,
Yes.
intelligent,
Loyal,
and yes,
a little stubborn,
a little stubborn.
but that's part of what makes them so special.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
So to anyone listening who's like, I think I want a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Do your research.
Yeah, do your research.
Understand their needs.
Understand their needs.
And be prepared.
Persuasive.
Adventure. A wild, wonderful ride.
And to those who are just like, I love these dogs.
Yeah, keep learning.
Keep learning.
Keep appreciating.
Yeah.
And keep celebrating the unique beauty
of the Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
We've only just begun to scratch the surface.
Oh, we've just scratched the surface.
But hopefully this has given you a glimpse.
A little glimpse.
Into their world.
And a newfound appreciation.
Yeah.
For these majestic dogs.
They are majestic.
Oh, majestic.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.
Keep exploring.
They really do need that connection.
Yeah, they need a purpose.
They need a purpose, exactly.
And we were talking about, you know, how much they love to cuddle and be couch potatoes.
Yeah.
But also this history of hunting lions.
I know, right? It's like, how do those two things even go together?
So, are they good with kids?
That's a great question. And it's something that came up a lot in the sources we looked at.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you've got this big, powerful dog,
right,
you want to make sure they're going to be safe around, you know,
little ones.
Little humans.
Yeah, so the general consensus is that Ridgebacks are actually good with kids.
Okay.
But
there's always a but.
There's a but. There's always a but.
Okay.
Supervision is key.
Okay.
Because they are big and strong.
Right.
Like a toddler could easily get bowled over.
Yeah.
By like an enthusiastic tail wag.
Or just like a playful nudge.
Exactly.
That could be a lot for a little kid.
Yeah, so you just got to be mindful of that.
So it's like common sense.
Common sense, yeah.
Okay.
But also like early socialization.
Right.
And teaching kids how to interact respectfully with the dog.
Right, like boundaries.
Boundaries, yeah.
Okay.
Like this is not your your personal jungle gym.
Right, exactly.
This is a living, breathing creature.
Yes, a family member.
A family member.
And there was this one YouTube video that really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
It was this family.
Okay.
And they had young kids,
Yeah.
and they were talking about how they, like, integrated their Ridgeback into the family.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was so heartwarming. Like, the dog was so gentle with the kids.
I love those stories.
Yeah.
It just shows you that, like, with the right approach, it can totally work.
It can totally work.
Yeah.
So, are Rhodesian Ridgebacks, like, the perfect dog?
Well, no dog is perfect.
Right.
But they are pretty amazing.
Okay.
But we've talked about all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But potential owners also need to be aware of, like, the challenges.
Okay, so, like, what are we talking about?
So training can be a bit tricky.
Oh, right, the stubborn streak.
Yeah, that stubborn streak.
Okay.
They need an owner who is, like, patient and consistent.
They need someone who can, like, outsmart them a little bit.
Yes, you got to be one step ahead.
Yeah.
And they also have a high prey drive.
Oh, right, from all that lion hunting.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that means you got to be really careful.
Yeah.
With, like, off-leash situations.
Yeah,
Got to make sure they have a really solid recall.
Great, because if they see a squirrel...
Oh, forget about it.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Okay, so high prey drive, stubborn streak.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, they could be prone to separation anxiety.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're super attached to their people.
Right, they're pack animals.
Exactly. So if they're left alone for long periods of time...
That could be a problem.
They can get anxious and destructive.
Okay, so not a dog for someone who works, like, 10-hour days.
Probably not the best fit.
Okay, so, like, if you're thinking about getting a Rhodesian Ridgeback...
Yeah.
It's a big decision.
It's a commitment.
It is a commitment.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, with the right owner...
With the right owner.
It could be an incredible experience.
An incredible bond.
An incredible bond, yeah.
I mean, think about it. You're getting a dog whose ancestors hunted lions.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But they're also, like, total cuddle bugs.
The best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds.
I love it.
Me too.
Well, this has been an amazing deep dive.
It has.
I feel like I've learned so much.
Me too.
So this incredible breed.
The Rhodesian Ridgeback.
The Rhodesian Ridgeback.
What a dog.
And to anyone out there who's considering bringing one of these majestic creatures into their life.
Do your research.
Do your research, yeah.
Talk to owners.
Talk to owners.
Find a reputable breeder.
Absolutely.
And be prepared to be amazed.
Because the Rhodesian Ridgeback
is truly one of a kind.
They are.
They are.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive adventure.
It's been a pleasure.
And until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of dogs.
Keep exploring.